the visitors from beyond. I have spent most of my life staring at the stars. Since childhood, I felt an unexplainable pull toward the unknown, an insatiable curiosity about what lay beyond our fragile blue planet. As an astronomer, my nights were filled with long hours at the observatory, scanning the skies for patterns, anomalies, or any trace of something unnatural. I had always believed that, given the vastness of the universe, we could not be alone. But belief is one thing, experiencing proof is another. Nothing could have prepared me for what happened the night they arrived. It started subtly. Weeks before their arrival, I noticed something strange in the radio signals picked up by our deep space arrays. At first, the patterns were almost imperceptible, fluctuations in radio waves that could have been dismissed as interference. But as I examined the data more closely, I realized they followed a precise sequence, too structured to be natural. The pulses formed complex mathematical patterns, ones that seemed almost like an attempt at communication. My colleagues and I worked tirelessly to decode them, and the deeper we looked, the more certain we became. This was a message from something. Then the sky changed. The world was oblivious at first. Governments brushed off our findings as anomalies, and the media barely noticed. But the moment it appeared, there was no denying the truth. One night, without warning, a colossal object materialized in the sky above the Pacific Ocean. It was unlike anything humanity had ever seen. The structure was massive, black as a void, stretching across the horizon in defiance of physics. No lights, no exhaust, no sound, just a looming, unnatural presence casting an eerie shadow over the waves below. Panic erupted worldwide. Every major government scrambled to respond. Satellites focused their lenses on the craft, warships gathered near its location, and the public was divided between awe and terror. Was this the end of the world? An invasion? A mere observation? No one had answers. And then, as mysteriously as it arrived, it acted. Without weapons, without aggression, the ship simply took us. I remember the moment vividly. I stood on a naval base near the Pacific, part of a hastily assembled team of scientists, military officials, and linguists, our species' attempt at a first contact team. There were no negotiations, no warnings. One moment, I was standing on solid ground. The next, my vision was consumed by a blinding silver light. There was no sensation of movement, no sound, no pain, only sudden displacement. And when the light faded, I found myself somewhere impossible. The interior of the vessel defied all comprehension. It was vast, so impossibly vast that it felt like an entire world existed within it. The walls were sleek and metallic, but pulsed faintly, as though alive. Space twisted in ways that made no sense. Corridors stretched endlessly, yet I had the unsettling feeling that the space was constantly shifting, adapting. Others were with me, the team, looking equally disoriented. But before we could react, they appeared. The beings were nothing like us. They were tall, impossibly slender, their forms shimmering and translucent, as if composed of light and energy rather than flesh. They had no eyes, no mouths, no clear features, yet I felt their presence in my mind, a weight, an overwhelming force that was neither hostile nor kind. It was as if my thoughts were being peeled open, examined, understood on a level deeper than language. They did not speak. They showed. Visions flooded my consciousness, bypassing all barriers of understanding. I saw the birth of stars, entire galaxies swirling in cosmic dance. I witnessed civilizations far older than humanity, some thriving, some crumbling into dust. I saw things I cannot describe, monstrous, beautiful, infinite. And beyond it all, lurking in the cold abyss between galaxies, there was something else, a presence hidden in the darkness, waiting, watching. And then they gifted us something, a device, smooth and pulsating with energy, embedded itself into my palm. I gasped, staring at the strange mark glowing faintly beneath my skin. I wasn't alone. Each of us had received a similar mark, a symbol etched into our very being. The knowledge of its purpose eluded me, yet I could feel it pulsing, whispering. And just as quickly as we had been taken, we were returned. One blink, and we were back on Earth. Time had not passed. To the outside world, it was as if we had never left. The ship was gone, the sky once again undisturbed. the Pacific waters rippling as if nothing had ever cast its shadow upon them. But we knew better. Something had changed. Since that night, I have not aged. My mind races beyond human limits, processing thoughts faster than I ever imagined possible. Sometimes in the stillness of night, I hear whispers in my head, guiding, warning, calling. I am not alone in this. The others feel it too. We are linked, bound by whatever knowledge was implanted within us. And though we do not yet understand it, we all share the same unshakable feeling. They will return, and when they do, the true purpose of their gift will be revealed.